Tools that were priced up to $12.99 are now only $2.99 with Ace Rewards card. Save $10 on a Craftsman 7-piece metric wrench set and other Craftsman items, now only $9.99. And the 4-pack of soft white LED light bulbs, buy 1 pack, get 1 pack free. Harris Ace will host a neighborhood Christmas party on Saturday, December 1st with Santa making a special visit. Harris Ace Hardware, West Cherry Street in Jessup.
It's time now for a look at the latest in local sports. And sports will begin with Monday Night Football. Houston Texans won their 8th straight game as they defeated the Tennessee Titans last night, 34-17. Meanwhile, Jacksonville has lost their last 7. They've fallen to 3-8, and they host the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday at 1 p.m. Quarterback Blake Bortles has been benched for poor play. Cody Kessler gets the start at quarterback. NFL has suspended running back Leonard Fournette for 1 game without pay for his ejection for fighting with Buffalo Bills defensive end Shaq Lawson on Sunday. Jaguars also announcing yesterday the firing of their offense coordinator, Nathaniel Hackett. Again, he's been under fire for the last several games. Doug Marrone says he's talked with Fournette, but he says those are private conversations. But Marrone said yesterday that one thing he's not happy with is that his team leads the league in personal foul penalties. The Jaguars have 22 personal foul penalties this season. Fournette's one of the team's captains. Marrone says he'll not strip him of that title due to the fact that the team votes on who the captains are. Once in the Jacksonville Jaguars in a tailspin, lost 7 straight after a 3-1 start. Their faith in Bortles has been shaken. Cody Kessler gets to start Sunday in Jacksonville. First, the Red Hot Colts with their quarterback Andrew Luck. Again, that kickoff Sunday, 1 p.m. We'll have for you on AM 1370. Meanwhile, the injured Falcons struggle as well. Host the Baltimore Ravens and their rookie quarterback Lamar Jackson. He's won last Sunday. Falcons-Ravens game, also 1 p.m. kickoff on Big Dog Country, FM 105.5. Big game this weekend, Saturday at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Georgia Bulldogs headed back to the SEC title game. This year the opponent is undefeated at number 1 Alabama, who's listed as the double-digit favorite Saturday afternoon at the game. Georgia and Bama played last year for the national championship when Tua Tagovailoa made a name for himself, coming off the bench in the second half to lead the Bama to the national championship win over the Georgia Bulldogs in overtime. Georgia and his fans remember it well. We'll have revenge on them on Saturday. Tua has started this year from game 1 as the odds-on favorite to win this year's Heisman Trophy. Coach Nick Saban has never had a more talented quarterback at Alabama. Saban still has not lost a game to one of his former assistant coaches who have gone on to become a head coach. Kirby was Bama's defense coordinator for many years with Saban and took the Georgia job after the Dogs parted ways with Mark Richt. Georgia led 13-0 in last year's title game, but then Tua came in second half and the final score, Bama 26, Georgia 23 in overtime. Georgia currently ranked 4th in the NCAA playoff format. Most believe the Dogs need a win Saturday to remain in that 14 playoff format. Both Oklahoma and Ohio State on the outside looking in. Ohio State plays Northwestern in the Big Ten title game this Saturday. They're a double-digit favorite in that game. And also Oklahoma plays Texas in their championship game. Oklahoma listed as the touchdown favorite over Texas in Arlington, Texas. That game at 12 noon on Saturday is Georgia versus Alabama. The Georgia-Alabama kickoffs at 4 o'clock Saturday. Saban against Kirby, round 2. The question is, can Kirby become the first Saban assistant to knock off the mentor? Only time will tell as the build-up for the SEC title game continues. Georgia coming in red hot with an offense under the direction of Jake Fromm, who was just one pass away last year from being a national championship quarterback. The key will be, can Georgia run the ball effectively with Swift and Holyfield? Can Fromm deliver some big plays in the throwing game? One big advantage Georgia has in this game is the kicking game. Rodrigo Blankenship could be the difference before it's all said and done. Bama's been inconsistent on field goals. Auburn blocked a punt Saturday in their loss to the Tide. Look for the Dogs to take advantage of the special teams. Miko Hardman, the fastest man on the field. Look for a huge punt return for the Dogs Saturday, 4 p.m. Again, kickoff Saturday, 4 o'clock. Have more of the game this weekend. The prediction on Friday Sportscast. High school semifinals are set for football this coming Friday. And again, they'll crown the state champions in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Looks like it's going to be pushed back to the following Tuesday due to soccer being played that weekend. But here are the matchups this Friday in each classification. Single A private schools, it's Prince Avenue at Athens Academy, Ingalls Landing Christian at Savannah Christian, and Single A public, it's Pelham at Irwin County, Marion County at Clinch County, and Double A Fitzgerald at Heard County, Callaway at Rockmart. In Triple A football, Pierce County will be at Cedar Grove, while Peach County is at Calhoun. In 4A, the matchups are Marist at Cartersville, Troop County at Blessed Trinity. In 5A, Bainbridge is at Stockbridge, while Rome will be at Warner Robins. In 6A football, Northside Warner Robins plays at Tacula, and Lanier will be at Lee County. And in 7A football, Lions will be at Milton, and Archer will be at Colquitt. Atlanta United soccer team looks like, again, they'll be playing in the Dome on the weekend of December 7th and 8th. which will push the state high school football games to that Tuesday and Wednesday, December 11th and 12th. Pierce County is in the semifinals for the first time after 4 previous quarterfinal failures. Most recent 2016, the Bears' 13 wins this season, the most in school history, beats the mark of 12 set back in 1982. Cedar Grove, the team they placed in the semifinals for the 4th consecutive year. No other DeKalb County Schools program has made more than 2 straight Final Fours. Decatur back in 1948 through 53 is the only other school in DeKalb County with a semifinal streak so long. Loss was Benedictine's most lopsided since 2006 when they lost to Liberty 57-zip. Cedar Grove beat BC Friday 55-0. Wayne County's basketball seasons are underway, and their teams are going to play their first home game this Friday, November 30th, at the Benny Ratliff Arena. Girls' varsity game at 6:30, the boys' varsity game at 8. Both the JV teams in action earlier in the afternoon with the JV girls game Friday at 3:30, JV boys at 5. This past Saturday, the varsity teams were at Dodge County. Varsity boys win 56-44. Anthony Grant had 13 points, 16 rebounds, 7 blocked shots. Isaiah Moultrie added 10 points, as did Marcus Trice. Varsity boys off to a nice 3-0 start, again hosting Brantley County this Friday at the Benny Ratliff Arena. Varsity girls lost to Dodge on Saturday. The final score is 62-50. Taryn Ward led the way for Wayne County. She had 22. Destiny Marcus scored 9. Bree Wilson had 7. And the varsity girls at 2-1. They host Brantley County Friday night at 6:30. The boys game at 8. I encourage everybody to come out this Friday night and support Wayne County High School basketball. And the Wayne County All-Star soccer teams dominated the district competition last weekend, and 6 teams out of 7 won the district championship. All those teams now headed to state this weekend. All the co-ed teams head to Jackson County, while the girls' All-Star teams head to Dalton, Georgia. Again, Friday and Saturday, teams competing for state: the U8 girls, the U10 girls, the U12 girls, the U10 co-ed team, the U12 co-ed team, and the U14 co-ed teams, all one district, all compete at state this weekend. And that's going to do it for latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day this time by friends at Harris Ace Hardware.
When you have an accident, you, not the insurance company, chooses the